After months upon months of negotiations and what seemed to be finally a deal getting accomplished earlier on Monday, Anthony Joshua vs Tyson Fury for all the belts at heavyweight has fallen apart. But why? Well, because Tyson Fury owes the hard-hitting American boxer Deontay Wilder a third installment in their saga, per an arbitration's decision on Monday as well. But here's the thing, who cares? Sure, I wanted to see AJ vs Fury as much as any other true fan of the sport. In fact, I still prefer it over a third Fury vs Wilder scrap, but nevertheless, that doesn't mean Fury vs Wilder 3 is a bad fight. That's still a great fight. The only reason I would have preferred AJ and Fury to finally knock each other's snot out is because of the magnitude of the fight, the significance of it all, the undisputed status it would achieve, and the build up to such an event. What seems odd is how poorly Arum, one of Fury's promoters, did trying to get this undisputed clash going though. He almost seemed disinterested in the entire ordeal, but then Fury runs his Twitter fingers on Monday and proclaims the biggest fight of his career had finally been agreed upon for mid-August in Saudi Arabia, just to get humiliated by Wilder per the arbitration's conclusion and now forced to eat his words and into a third installment with the Bronze Bomber. Here's the thing, and the undisputed status is still in our not so distant future, but it could possibly not involve AJ, Fury, one or the other, or both, but instead Wilder and the Ukraine's proud son, Usyk, which is a great mix and match type of scenario because they are all very different fighters with different qualities and arsenals that all would most definitely provide us fans with some great matches. Like I briefly touched upon earlier, Usyk is now in the mix and Joshua and his team are shifting gears and seem to be heading towards him for a title defense sometime later this year. Fury and Arum, on the other hand, have seemed to not have wasted a second and have secured a date and location for the Wilder showdown at the Allegiant Stadium in Vegas, which again, it almost all seems premeditated. What do I mean by this? Well, Arum never had high hopes for AJ vs Fury, and it almost seems like he simply rode the wave along with his fighter, let the build up and excitement peak, and is now attempting to utilize that momentum and shift it towards a third fight with Wilder, which again, I don't oppose, and either way, all the fans are winning at the end of the day because all the fights happening before an undisputed clash are extremely enticing themselves. Either way, Usyk vs AJ and Wilder vs Fury 3. Who wins those fights? And what are your thoughts on the entire situation? Let me know in the comment section below. Like always, this is Shay at KMB, signing out.